so glad that gays can get married. That you two can get married.
Did you flick a switch and erase me from your memory?
I just found out the guy I like is a self-absorbed, stripper-loving turd.
Wait, I don't love strippers!
Maybe they won't be spending Christmas together.
This isn't just about cravings and playlists, Casey. This is real.
You told me to play basketball!
A homie is a player, that is all. So why'd you have to go and kick his ball? And Jane, ain't that your name? You see what polar bears are white? I'm white, and you're racist.
Every day I get questioned so much by what goes on in the world. And frankly, I question my existence because every single day it gets more and more targeted, especially on this channel. So, what we're here with today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Lauren, I'm your host for today's video, and today we are going to be talking about things in Degrassi that made me question my existence. I think we all have moments in life where we remember exactly where we were on a specific day when a certain thing happened. For instance, I remember where I was the day of the insurrection on the US Capitol. I was in class and I was scrolling on TikTok and I just saw that happen. And there was also the time where I was in my room cleaning when all of a sudden Drake gets shot by this one student in Degrassi. So I remember exactly where I was when that episode happened. So anyways, I started watching Degrassi about this time 3 years ago. Yeah, because I started watching it in 2020. It was right before COVID started. I was watching it in February of 2020. And I spent like 4 months on that show because I finished it on June 1st. Like the night that turned into June 1st, I finished it. So I binge watched the series, 14 seasons for 4 months. And that's what literally brought me through the first half of quarantine. So I've noticed that Degrassi has taken a big liking on YouTube. So I decided to make a video on why certain things in Degrassi made me, as a viewer, question my existence at the ripe age of 15 years old. First off, I want to give a big shout out to the YouTuber Tommy Mona Lisa Blue, who inspired me to make this video. She's a small creator and she inspired me to make this video because one of her videos popped up on my For You page. And I'm like, Degrassi seems to be doing well. So I'm gonna talk about it as well and give my own opinion on how this went. In the Degrassi school, everything happens. Nobody can catch a break. You have one person talking to this person while they're also talking to this person, and then she's talking to him, he dated her, she dated that one. They're all connected somehow, where it's just basically, why have one bitch when you can have 5? Why have 5 bitches? You can have 9. That's Degrassi in the general aspect, because the school cannot catch a break. No one can catch a break at Degrassi. First off, what I have written down in my notebook, we brought this back, guys. Manny and Emma's relationship. Okay, it was all over the place. They had constant arguing. I don't even know who I liked more, if I liked Manny more. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my light burning out. I don't know who I liked more, Emma or Manny. Both of them had their issues, I think.
I choose to stop hanging out with you. You don't want to be friends. Not with a stuck-up prude princess. Good, because I don't want to be friends with the school slut.
But it was like, every time I go onto YouTube and I see people talking about how Emma was a bad friend to Manny, I feel like it was vice versa because, okay, so Peter in the later seasons was like when they're in like juniors or when they're seniors, Peter like distributes basic CP of Manny and Emma starts to date him. But also, Manny starts to date Jay, who gave Emma, like back when they were sophomores, an STD. So like, I don't know where we go from here as a society, because both of them made like some rash decisions, and the fact that they're still friends baffles me, because it, like I said, their friendship was all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. All over the place. Okay, anyways, moving on, I have here Holly J's and Sav's relationship. Oh my god, guys, this was the pinnacle of Degrassi for me. I remember I started watching, like, I was on like season 3, and all of a sudden I see the shark in the water promo. If you all have no idea what I'm talking about, it's this amazing gem right here.
There's something underneath my leg. Oh, please believe I said.
But this amazing gem right here, I hadn't gotten to that point where we knew who those characters were, so I was like, I don't know who they are, and I felt like I had seen it before because I used to like watch a lot of Nickelodeon growing up. However, I was not a fan of Teen Nick at the time because a lot of my favorite shows were on Nickelodeon, like iCarly, Victorious. Now they're on Teen Nick, but I also do remember when Degrassi was on Teen Nick, but I just never watched it because I was never into it. Anyways, so the Shark in the Water promo with Sav and Holly J, that scene right there just sent me. I spiraled in COVID. I was spiraling. I loved them together. I think they were the perfect couple. Like, screw Holly J and Declan. I didn't really like them as much. Holly J and Sav were like so cute together. Like, I was like this for them, and then it just didn't happen. They just broke up, and I was so sad. I was so sad. Why the fuck she went back to Declan will always baffle me. Okay, so next off, what was Marisol's purpose? Like, you all may know her as Marisol. I know her because I pronounce it as Marisol because we have a lot of people, you know, in Hispanic culture that are named Marisol, so I know how to pronounce it like that. So don't come at me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyways, I don't know what her purpose was. She was just there as a background character for the longest time, and it baffled me as a person because it was like, y'all just forgot about her, and it made me question, like, okay, did she flunk? Did this happen? But it's like, why would she flunk so many times? And then all it basically is just the writers just not showing any interest for a lot of the minority characters, which it is pretty true. There's like a lot of debate and discussion on that whole situation because people would come into bringing Hazel up as well, Hazel from the earlier seasons, and how she only had one episode dedicated to her, and other than that she was kind of just, she didn't have an episode after that. And then all of a sudden Marisol just graduates, and it's like, okay, so they finally got rid of her, and it was like, y'all just had her there for the longest time. She was struggling. You all didn't see it. Also, can someone explain to me why incest was a literal topic in Degrassi? Not once, but twice in the show. Okay, because we had Declan and Fiona. I think we all remember that scene. That's like a scene that you clearly remember when it happened, where you were. I think I was folding clothes when that scene happened. But basically, they're at like this place in New York. I think they're in New York. Degrassi's in New York. That's where that happens. And Holly J was trying to get, like, she's trying to get to know Declan a bit. And all of a sudden, Fiona goes up and kisses her brother. And this is like when we first meet Fiona.
I'm his girlfriend, Fiona. If anything's gross, it's your jealousy, and frankly, it's a little bit inappropriate.
You want inappropriate?
And I'm just sitting there like, yeah. And that was not the only scene. That was just a little teeny part of what I'm about to get into. Then you also had the whole thing with Claire and that one guy, I forgot his name, but basically they're like step siblings, and they're like still dating while being step siblings. That was weird. That one just, it gave me the ick because I wondered why that was a plot line. And I feel like also Degrassi gave Claire the worst storylines. Like, think about it. Okay, they gave her that one. Basically, like the test, whatever you want to call it. They gave her that. They gave her a storyline with cancer. They gave her a storyline where she ends up pregnant and she loses the baby because of the chemotherapy she was under because of the cancer. Some toxic things with Eli. I know everybody loves Claire and Eli together, and believe me, I do too, but there are toxic things we need to address with their relationship. So that brings me to that. Yeah, so that also happens. Okay, so I also have to mention the things that made me question my existence in Degrassi is the unnecessarily funny scenes at the most randomest times in the show. Like something serious can be happening and all of a sudden you'll just have this most random comment be thrown in there. Like, does anybody remember the scene where it's Jenna and like that one guy, I forgot his name, but Jenna ends up pregnant and she's getting after him for not building the crib, and he's all like, "You told me to play basketball."
You told me to play basketball!
Somebody wasted an entire carton of perfectly good eggs. Did you know there's starving children in Africa, you dumb bitch?
Who's she?
Larissa's the head of our LGBT club.
And what's that, a sandwich?
Your dad is gay.
Mr. Simpson. Marco! Wow.
So when in doubt, you kiss Craig?
Did you flip a switch and erase me from your memory?
You flick a switch and erase me from your memory? Did you ever love me at all?
Okay, so Katie Matlin, she was the one character I did not like and I will not accept a redemption from. Let me explain. In Degrassi, everyone goes through basic crap. They go through everything in the book to the T. And majority of all the characters get a redemption. If they were mean, they get a redemption. For example, Paige gets a redemption, kind of, sort of, because in the last movie, I don't even know what happened to her, and I couldn't believe she did that when they went to Hollywood. I didn't like that. That was the one thing I didn't like of Paige. Holly J's another character, gets major redemption, and I start to like her as a character. But Katie Matlin, okay, this one was the one I did not like her, because even though she kind of gets a redemption, the fact that she basically SAs Drew and there's no repercussion from it and we're expected to gloss over it, that bothered me. And that's a plot thing. Like, and for those of you guys who don't remember the scene, I remember the scene exactly. Basically, they were at a party. Katie and Drew were dating at the time, and then all of a sudden he's drunk, and then she wants to, like, you know, bow chicka wow wow, like I guess you can say. So that happens, and he's drunk. So she basically takes advantage of him, and it's glossed over. That bothered me. And so, yeah, I never liked her character after that, because then I feel like, I don't know if I'm right, because it has been years since I watched Degrassi, but I feel like also then she blamed him or something for some reason, and I'm like, sweetie, you took advantage of him when he was drunk. Like, yeah, so I don't like her. I think I've made it perfectly clear. I think I have covered what I needed to cover in this beautiful rendition of things in Degrassi that made me question my existence as a human being. So if you guys have any comments on anything else Degrassi related I should talk about, please let me know. I can make a part 2 on this video, because I'm pretty sure sometime in the near future I will come back with something to add to this list, and I will be waiting for when that happens. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what else you guys want me to talk about on my channel. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I may come back with a part 2. Let me know in the comments. I hope this video does well, because I really want to see how many Degrassi fans are here. And if that's the case, I've thought about doing an iceberg video on Degrassi, probably sometime in spring break, but of course I'm not gonna hold any promises yet because I'm still busy at the moment. So we may come to that though, guys, so look forward to that if I wind up doing it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, stay warm if it's cold for you, and I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Bye guys.